Hello and welcome back to Alex at the desk. So I've got this ready-mix smooth Formula 151 professional all-purpose filler, no sagging, shrinkage or cracking. So it's a bit like those things that people put on their faces to stop them aging. Just smear it on. I'm going to attempt to score in a pattern. I think I might be stuck trying to get the brick sheeting. I think that might be the way to go. Right, it's a new day and the polyfiller has dried over in the harbour and I've had a delivery from Sheffield. So this is hopefully going to be the solution to the problem. And it's what I originally wanted to do, but I was trying to save money because this stuff has actually worked out quite expensive for what it is. So we have, in here we have, with compliments, thank you for them, I have bought 2 sets of coarse stone sheeting from Wills, right? So these are the Will SSMP 200 coarse stone injection molded plastic 4 sheets, which are £5.42 each or £10.84. However, then the shipping on top of that was another sort of like €10, so it ended up being 22, 48, something like that. And then there were customs fees on top of that, which were another €10 and something. So overall, for these 2 packs, 8 sheets of basically thin card with some stone on it. Yeah, this 2 packets of stone cost me €35. Just over €35, which explains why I was trying to do it on the cheap, because this is kind of ridiculous how much that costs for what it is. But that is the way that we're having to do things. So I'm massively overpackaged. When you see the size of this and the size of this, and I was charged €10 for shipping this. So it didn't need to be boxed like this. It could have been boxed in a flipping padded envelope and I could have been charged less. But then again, shops have like a standard sort of postage thing with their couriers or whatever. So anyways, at least I could get it shipped to Ireland. That's the main thing. Got them now, thanks to Rose of Sheffield, because you can't always get these everywhere, and it's handy to be able to go to Rose of Sheffield. So props to them, because I have them now. Obviously, it's not their fault that Brexit happened and there's all these customs charges now. So anyways, we've got this coarse stone and I'm going to turn around to the camera. We're going to look at the harbour and we're going to place them up against the harbour and see how much I actually need and how I'm going to cut it. What I'll probably do is I'll probably measure it, cut it, stick it to the railway, then paint it so that it all looks the same. And then I will probably use some coffee stirrers as over the joins as my little wooden pole bits, and then I'm going to obviously have to do the angle where it comes up. If I've got enough left over, I might be able to use it on the ramp as well. And then I'm also going to then put in sand in the bottom of the harbour. That's the plan. So we'll turn around, get cracking, and see how it goes. Right, so we've got our packs here of the coarse stone. See now how we go. One, the corner bit here might be a bit tricky. I might have to stick some shorter like this. I'll just turn the camera up a bit. So, and then fill in behind it with polyfiller, because I mean I could angle it like that, but just making it makes it a bit more difficult. I might be able to carve it out anyways with a knife before I put it in. But we've got one there, 2, 3. Sorry, the window makes it too bright and my shadows make it too dark, but 4. Glad I bought 2 boxes now. And I might be able to use the rest of it, you see, for walling at the back of the branch station over in the intermediate station. So we've got 4, 5, and then 6 here. So we'll have sort of cut off bits from this one. You see, you can do this corner, and then we'll have another sheet to do over the far corner. So it's not too bad. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, to be honest. I might have to get my knife and cut a slit down here like this, and we can slot the sheets in rather than cutting them to size. So like in like that, and blend it in. And we'd have another piece down here like this. Obviously you have to make sure that this is on the level. And I think that looks alright like that. We just have to shave off a bit of this area behind. There, now, see how that goes there like that. Yeah, that looks alright to me, I think. So it's all going to get refilled anyways at the back. When I have it all stuck down, I can do it. So we can do like that and pull it to the level, and they'll have their what's it called, their bumpy bits kind of fixed off. And once they're all fixed in, obviously there'll be, like I said, I can have this piece here butted up against that, and then sand kind of down here. Or what I'll do is I'll probably get a whole brand new sheet and I'll lay it from about there, and that will be alright. And then this will obviously get painted green and mossy or whatever, or I can put a bit of filler down there. And then from the top then there'll probably be poly filler or another surface, or if I've got more of this stone, you know, kind of butt it up together like that. That's, you know, an alright situation to be in. Just kind of get that there, and then like I said, you won't notice the joins between them because we'll have our coffee stirrers and they'll be kind of joined up like that over the join, so it will look good. So what I did is some loose and stick my pieces together as close as possible. I hope they stay while I draw across the back of them for their height. That's funny. That's really funny. So does this work? Yeah. So I've got a paint pen, and we'll do this with it. So we'll just shine out of the way. Pull this track out of my way for a moment. Oh no, I've painted the viaduct blue. Oh no, that's not gone well. Tell you what, we'll put some foliage up there, never mind. Anyways, so I'm going to put this down here and I'm going to run that along the back as neatly as I can of the height that I want it to be at. I'm going to cut on the bottom surface of that line, or the centre of it, because I'm going to probably polyfill it along the top to blend it all in. There we are. Right, those are all ready for cutting. And here we have the walling prior to gluing. So I'm going to attempt to glue that in now, and hopefully when it's dry I'll be able to show you it and paint it up a bit. Alright, so I've got some PVA glue. It's an improvement on the last stuff I had. white for a start, not gone off. So I'm going to put some PVA glue behind that piece, and I'm just going to move these things away from the wall, and I'm going to brush the PVA onto the poly filler, and I'll have to find something to just prop up against the plastic art to keep it held in place, and hopefully PVA will hold it. Well, that one's kind of empty. I just need one more. Oh, there's the other glue. It's stuck to some stuff there. Hopefully that piece will stay stuck on. There, right. So we'll leave that all to glue. Yes, so the glue has dried and our harbour walling is stuck down. I added a bit more of some of this poly cement to the back of it, and I've added in the ramp here, so we've got the lorry that can be stupid and reverse straight into the sea. And obviously it's going to need a bit more work to look a bit more realistic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the boats again and move these things back. Throw my knife on the floor, as you do, and then move some of this over, some water in this up here. I've got some kitchen paper for my hands, and I've got more of this all-purpose filler, and we're going to smooth out the join between this piece here and all along here. I'm going to neaten up this bit as well. I think it's a bit rough, fill in behind that bit there, because that's going to be our top surface. And then when that's dry, I'll be able to paint all of this. Then we'll add in our timbers and our sand, hopefully. So hopefully by the end of this video at least, I might have the paint onto these, but we'll see how we get on. So I've got my Horby Collectors Club card here, and I'm going to move the camera, and you'll be able to see this close up and poly that goes on. Right, well, as you can see, the poly filler is there. It's probably going to take a while to set, and then I'll have to see if I can sand it down a little and then work on the paint. But I think that's all we've got time for this episode. I'm just going to go through this series and have little bits where I'm doing work on Mickwick, you know, being Station Master and all. So it's going to take longer than I think I realised. But yes, so that's that section done. And I suppose this episode will be like making a start on the harbour, and the next bit will be making it look a bit more realistic. But we're going to leave that dry, and I'll come back to you in the not too distant future with another episode about, detailing up this harbour scene. So thank you very much for joining me, Alex, in Alex at the Desk. You've been a wonderful audience. I hope I've been a wonderful Alex at the desk. And I hope you think that we're making some progress. It's nice to see a change over here in Mickwick. And I'm very glad about my appointment as Station Master. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you to everyone who likes, shares, comments and subscribes. And don't forget there's also the subscribe bubble and the playlist thing. But for now, I'm off because I've got to go get some sand from the beach to do this bit with, because I used it all before on Al-Quran. So anyways, ta-ra.